three missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Definitely fun.
Keep going.
Hey, Lataya.
Hello, guys.
Welcome.
How are you?
You know me. I'm Terrell, your Virgo
Yeah, of
sister.
course. Yes.
And we're joined here by
Yes.
Russell. He's visual faddling around. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over
I'm
there.
getting my notes ready.
And we have Evan down here with the glasses,
Hello.
smoking up, drinking up. We call him Bing
Hey.
Bong.
Hey.
I don't call him Bing Bong, for the record.
I'm just playing. But welcome.
So how are you guys?
Good. How you doing? What you up to?
Me, so it's my day off today. I don't have work. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was watching this show called From on Amazon Prime just now.
Oh, okay.
So that's what and then after a while I was setting up and figuring out how to get on here. But yeah.
Oh yeah. How is From? I heard a lot of good things about that, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's actually good. My mom surprisingly actually got me into it. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's like really weird. Like all these people like come from different parts of the states. They're driving, I don't know, and they end up in this weird paradox like town. And you can't leave, you can't go anywhere. And people just trying to figure out like how to like get out. And then worse too, there's an element of like after a certain time, these zombie people will come and like kill you off if you don't have like this secret stone or whatever. So it's pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of this show.
It's like 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, it has 2 seasons. I think the first, I
Okay.
think it's kind of like a American Horror Story thing where like same characters, but every season is like a different type of tale. So I think my mom said she cut out from season 2. She's like, I was like, I don't understand what's going on. I didn't like it, so she left. But I'm still on season 1, so
Okay.
I'm feeling it out, but I'm liking it. It's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all.
That's been on my list because I think it stars the dude he was in the old school show Oz, and I think he was in Lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it also has a guy from, I don't know if you guys know the movie Best Man with Regina Hall.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's the star. He's like the sheriff. Yeah, he's the sheriff of the show. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, the Best Man. That's the same one. He was in Oz,
Yeah.
and he was also in what I just said. What did I just say? I forgot.
I don't know. I tune you out.
I could tell. Have you guys seen From, or have you guys heard about that show?
No, but I'm looking at the creator. He's known for doing Crater and the Twilight Zone, the new one.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh,
There's red
I didn't know
flags.
that.
Evan, have you seen this show? You watch a lot of shows.
I actually haven't even heard of this show. That's why I was checking it out too. And
Yeah.
Look at Lataya putting us on. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah, it's good though. Good.
yeah, have you been watching anything else lately? What other shows you been checking out?
So
Movies.
lately, I've been like, if we're talking about recently, like I just finished. I was watching Bridgerton, which I wasn't like a cool like fan about. I don't always because like I'm single, so I'm like, oh my god, I can't do love. You know what I mean? Like, why am I watching other people have love and I don't have myself? So, but. But I honestly, like, season 1 is good. Season 2, like, I just finished watching a bit of season 2, but I'm the type of girl, like, if I'm not really liking, like this, like, if it's pissing me off, like, I will, like, kind of, like, tune out, right? And season 2, like, it was, like, more like a slow burn with the lovers, and it pissed me off. And I'm, like, after they finally kind of, like, intertwined, I was, like, I was so disappointed. I was, like, this is what I waited for. Like, I waited 6 episodes for this, like, but...
Yeah. A lot of people like
Queen
that
Charlotte was good though.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Queen Charlotte though was really good. That's one thing I will tell people to watch. That was good. That was good. But yeah, we literally like kind of just watching shows, reality, and like little movies here and there.
We don't get into reality shows, but I know you had a YouTube at Smith Bay, and you do TikTok and all that good stuff. And I was looking through your YouTube, so you do mostly like what reactions, reviews, and little baking. We don't get into that, but you also you did some short films, girl.
Yeah,
I was digging deep.
like...
Oh, that's what you wouldn't tell us about.
So you have like 3 short films on here. You have Your Worth. and you have Nothing with little dots in between it. And then the third one, The Untold Story of Andrea Bailey. So
Yes.
I watched all three of them, and that Andrea Bailey, I just have to know, is that based on a true story? Because I wanted to go fuck up some Ricky. The fuck? Yes.
No, it wasn't. Literally, it was like I made this in high school, so this is like what, like almost like nine
I dug deep,
years
girl.
ago. Like it's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
I did.
These are like this is when I first started like my YouTube channel. Like I was 17 when I started my YouTube channel because I do like acting. Like acting in theater has been like my life growing up. I always wanted to be an actor and stuff. So when I told myself like basically like since when I'm not getting any roles or I'm not active, like start a YouTube channel, put yourself out there, you know what I mean? So and I always had that creative mind. So I was like in high school and I made like a whole script. I found like this website to make like your own little script. I forgot it, but it was nice. And then I was like, I grabbed my camera. My mom bought it for me for like, what was it, Christmas? That like I think once like one Christmas ago. And then I grabbed my friend. I was like, yo, let's do this. Like I have a film idea. Do you want to help me like record it? She's like, yeah, of course I would. And then after I had a dope teacher, and I hope he's still alive because he was pretty old.
Shout out to teacher.
Shout out to him. But he was like always like he was like my number one rep. Like when I did like any theater stuff, like I went because I did co-op. I don't know how you guys call it in the States. I don't know if you guys still call it co-op, but I had co-op, you know, and I told my co-op teacher, I said straight up, I said, I want to be an actor.
Is co-op like your teacher's assistant or something?
So co-op is kind of like, I don't know how you guys call it in the States, but in school, like grade 11 and 12, we do like this thing called co-op, which is basically like where you get to like, what's it called? Like go in the job field of your choice for credits.
Oh, okay.
So like if you want to be like a doctor or whatever, dentist, they'll find you a placement. You go there for like half the term and you be like actually working, right? You won't be making money, but
I think we had that. We called it like career studies or some kind
or something. Yeah,
it wasn't part of high school though. Canada, y'all advanced.
Yeah.
So she in Canada, everybody, just so y'all know. Toronto, where you at?
Yeah, I'm from Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, that's where I'm located. But yeah, that's what we had. So like they wanted my co-op teachers. They wanted me to obviously pick something like a regular job, and I said no. Like I was serious. So I'm like, you better find it. He's like, you know, it's really hard. Blah blah blah. Like the statistics. I'm like, I don't care. I don't give a crap. Like. You're the teacher. I said, this is what I want to do. You find it. Like I was so hard on that man, but he found it. And I actually started a whole trend. Like after I think I finished a program, he was like, yeah, so-and-so wants to do it too. Like I opened pathways. Okay. Like I did that, but my teacher there, back to what I was saying, my teacher, he was very like supportive. Like he would go to like my shows, my theater stuff. Aww. So he was like, you can use my classroom, like literally, because the class I took was like a kind of like a class where if you need extra help, right? So it was like a whole period for that. So we could get like a catch up period kind of. So he was like, I don't have students until it's time. So he's like, you guys can use it. Like, go use my room. I fully support this. So and I'm like, thank you so much. Yeah, so that we use that in the classroom. My friend recorded it, I edited it and everything, and but you really dug deep.
I did because I was gonna watch these short films. I was trying to find something we could talk about that was kind of cool, and it was cool because it was about a girl. I guess she was interviewing you for a documentary about people who've been bullied in school. So then you play Andrea, I believe, and you told a story about how you like to play basketball and you said, oh, I want to play with these guys. You're like new in school or so. And then you played basketball with them. Then you started dating some guy or something. And then he got mad because he got jealous because some guys do Lataya. Anyways, and he was jealous. And you're like, I ain't feeling you like this. I am not here for you. And he did not like this, right? So apparently he beats your ass with two other friends. Why is this big ass nigga gonna need two friends to help you to beat up a girl in high school in an alley? I was like, oh my God, Lataya. Anyways, and then you got your revenge. And girl, that last scene, you was giving it, your acting. You was like, okay, 17-year-old Lataya. At the end, you're like, why should I care? He beat me for 5 months. You say, good thing I didn't kill his ass. I was here for it. So, yes.
It was like a goddamn Blu-ray Tuesday right there.
I know. I'm sorry. I
Just
gave
ran
a
through
little
it.
sneak peek. I did run through it. That's what I do. Anyway, so that was really fun. And I was like, oh, look at Lataya being a little film star. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just
thank
wondering, is
you.
any of that shit real? Did you have a friend that had to deal with something like that? Was this so? It was just like a story that you made up, or
So
what was
basically,
that?
it was kind of like I made it up.
Mhm.
Basically, like all through my mind.
Got you. Okay.
But like
Yeah, 'cause-
I've been through like little situations. Like basically, well, that time I know I was doing the co-op program, and I think that was like the first time I actually really experienced any type of bullying in school, which was
Oh.
weird because it wasn't even in school. We're in school, but we're doing a co-op program at work.
Yeah.
So it was the
Yeah.
first time I actually really truly experienced like real acts like bullying. So
Yeah.
and it was a situation where I was actually going like not like a little bit was it like kind of I guess bits and parts of my life. Like I was actually like me and this girl, we weren't getting along in the co-op program. Us girl, I was in like I call it, you know how there's like a love triangle, I call it a love square. There was me, yeah, a love square. There was me, there was the girl I was beefing with, the guy that we were both attracted to and wanted to be a part of, and then he had a fiance.
Girl,
So
this is
that
right out
was
of
like
Degrassi.
a whole
This
thing.
is Degrassi grown
We
up.
were
Girl. What
all
is it?
fighting. So I was bullied, and she turned everybody in the group against me, and it was like a whole.
Aw.
It was a depressing situation. And then I remember I met this girl, but I felt so bad for her because I kind of like she was new, so I grabbed her. I'm like, I need a friend. Like, So then we vibed so much, and then basically everyone started to turn against her, so that everyone was like bullying both of us, and I felt really bad about it. It was such a messed up situation, but at the end, me and the girl that we were like that were beefing, we're actually like really good friends now, because we realized after the whole program, we're out here fighting over this one dude, and the man has a whole fiance. Like, what the hell? And we didn't even know. Like, we're just like we felt like we didn't know there was another person in the party. You know what I mean? So
Damn,
it was
that's
crazy.
It's like y'all live in
I
love and
know.
hip hop. This is insane.
I know. I was like, you know,
Literally.
I say my whole love story, my whole dating history is like it should be on the show. It's like it's crazy, right? It literally should.
Hold on. You're talking about bullying. Why do I imagine Canadian bullies being polite? Like, what
You
was
see Degrassi, they is not polite. I watched that. They is mean as hell. Let her answer.
That's about us Canadians. Like, oh, we're so polite, but a lot of us are so rude. Like, we actually are really disrespectful. Okay, like even like disrespectful in a nice way. Like someone like say like they want to they're holding the door for you. They feel like they have to hold the door for you.
Oh, okay.
So they'll give you like a like I don't want to do it. You know, like a face. It's like
damn.
Don't see that like don't do it if you don't want to, but they feel like they have to. You know, so it's kind of like that fake nice, I would say. Sometimes, like, there is really nice, genuine people out here, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know why they be like, oh, us Canadians are so polite and nice. It's like, I think you guys are better than the States. Like, I think you guys are nicer than us, to be honest.
Come spend some time down here.
Come to the city, girl. There's some rude ass people.
I need to, for sure. For real.
You do got to come visit, 1000%.
I know, I have to. Definitely do.
So you've also
I want to go to Canada. Canada seems sick.
Good, go there and don't come back.
I want to go to Sunnyvale Trailer Park and
why you want to go to you want to go to Canada to go to a trailer park? What did you just say?
Yeah, where the trailer park boys live, dude. I want to go to their home.
Disregard him, Lataya. He don't know what he's saying. We're gonna cut his mic. All right, so
hold on. I'm curious. Lataya, how do you feel about Trailer Park Boys?
Trailer Park, I watched like a couple episodes. I wasn't really too fond of it, to be honest.
Me either.
I can go down with South Park a little bit. Like, I'm not too bad with South Park.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. the trailer, I don't know. The guy with the glasses
It's a
too.
no
I'm
for
just
you.
like, what's going on?
Bubbles.
I can't. That's his favorite show. He lives
I
it every
love
day. Look
Trailer
at it.
Park Boys.
He live in a shed. Look at him. He tried to. That's what he wants to be when he grows up. Lataya. Okay.
Well, I mean, in America, that's what we think Canada's got: maple syrup, hockey, and Trailer Park Boys. That's it.
And Drake.
Yes.
Drake comes from Canada
Drake.
too.
And Drake, yeah, Drake. Period.
I remember him in that wheelchair.
Come up here though. I don't even consider Drake Canadian at this point. He lives
Really?
up here because he has to, because apparently he's going through some gang. I don't know, some gang
legal
thing.
shit.
Some
Yeah.
stuff.
Canada got
that's
gangs?
why he's up
What they
here.
got? Team Maple and Team Ice? I don't know.
No, but he's hiding out. Like this is Toronto's his hideout spot. I don't know. That's what I think, in my personal opinion. Or he'll be rocking up the States right now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been on your YouTube, your TikToks. You've been doing your cooking. That apple crumble shit you made look good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like overdid it with the sea salt because for some reason
And you're pouring hella brown sugar.
I had no salt, so I was okay. We have sea salt because my stepdad is doing like this diet thing, and they say sea salt is a bit better than regular salt.
Yeah, it is.
So for some reason, my mind was like, put all the sea salt in because they're bigger. They look like crystals. But I'm like, why did I just put? I just needed a pinch, but. So like it had like a little salty surprise, but it was still good.
Oh,
girl, we've had those.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to move that quick.
No, we moved.
No. Because so apple crumble.
Yeah,
looks fantastic. Do you bake stuff like that for your friends, or is it only for family?
So I bake
trying to
it
be
for
shady.
Oh, okay.
No,
He's trying to shade me right now. Continue.
Not to you. Yeah.
Yes, you are. He shaded me. Because I just made a cheesecake, and it's my brother's birthday. I'm about to go
what kind of cheesecake?
hang out with him. I didn't make the Snickers one. I
Okay,
made
well,
the
tell us
regular
about
one.
the Snickers one that you made.
You asked her the question.
I know, but you want to jump in there because you knew where I was
Yeah,
going.
he was trying to be shady because I make like treats. Because my brother likes the cheesecake that I make, so I made it.
Oh,
He's
so
trying
you
to
think
say
I don't like
I don't
cheesecake?
make cheesecake for them.
No, he don't. Or gumbo. He'll come over, and you got a kitchen now.
I
You have no
know.
excuse.
Anyways,
Oh no!
look at him trying to cook for me,
Hey,
girl, on my show.
So Lataya, I'm sure you do make fantastic treats for all your friends, though, right?
Yeah, if I had a
She
lot of
lying,
them,
too?
but honestly, I make it for my family, like, but like I could make it for my friends if they want it. Like
Yeah, period. Me
Oh.
too, but
You
they
know,
never
if
told
they
me.
want
Let's,
it,
right, Taya? They
don't
never
seem
said they wanted
interested
cheesecake.
sometimes. I be posting stuff, they don't seem interested, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they don't seem
but I
interested, so who gives a fuck? I know.
Well, I just
my family
want
gonna
to
eat
put it
it.
out there that I want you to make a
I'm
cheesecake for
definitely
us.
down to make cheesecake and all that.
Yeah,
He had to add
Yeah.
in for
that's
us.
this little sheet.
Was he gonna overnight it to you, Evan? Shut
Well,
the
no,
hell
when I
up.
come out there next year. I mean, when I come out there, I want him to make a cheesecake so I can have Terrell's famous
I'm gonna
cheesecake.
make sure so
Yeah.
that he can stop saying this.
And then maybe Lataya could try it too.
Yeah, we should
Right?
come out here to visit.
Yeah, when are you gonna
Mhm.
come hang out? Come to the film fest.
Yes, I want to.
She
When
does
is
want
it?
to. She told me. Well,
Okay, I
the
said I
virtual-
comment on your YouTube channels.
Yeah, you
Because
did.
you guys do it together, right? Yeah, like you guys
Mhm.
all do that. Yeah, so
yeah,
Yeah.
all of us. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
the virtual is gonna be Friday the 13th, September 13th, a little bit after your birthday, and then
Mhm.
the in person is gonna be in March. Forgot the date.
March.
Probably.
End of March.
That always
End of March,
moves,
most
but yeah.
likely. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll try to make it for one of those 2 months.
That'll be
Because why
great.
not? I've never been, because you guys are in the Bay Area, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
You
never
know people.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
venture
been-
out every year from Mississippi because that's where I'm at. I'm in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
So I fly out there every year for the festival too.
Ah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down.
Anyways, moving on.
I just
Anyway,
saw her change
I
her
know.
mind on her face.
I know.
maybe,
That was funny.
maybe I'll miss it.
So let's go back to reality TV real quick. So we, as of recent, me and you've been talking about Big Brother Canada, and that recently got
Yes.
canceled.
Oh my god.
Before that, because I want to get into that a little bit, but before that, I saw that you watched on one of your shorts here, A Perfect Match, season 2. Did you watch that whole season?
I watched seasons. So first season 1 and 2.
Yeah, I watched season 1, I watched season 2 and said, what am I doing? Because I turned the shit off. That shit was too much. And I found out, spoiler alert, the winners come in like the episode before the end. How is that possible? So we follow all these couples mixing and matching, going from girl to boy, girl to bi girl, all this shit. And then we get to the end and the people who win are people we just met for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, did you see the TikToks about that?
I did. That's why I stopped watching the show. Like, why didn't what's her name? Tulu win?
Yeah, Tulu was good, and the other, I was really rooting for the Alara and Stefan, or however you say his name.
I don't even know who they is. I don't think I made it that far. But
the guy looks like Macklemore. Is it like that guy that's dating Megan?
Oh, the one with all the tattoos.
Yeah,
yes. Okay, Steven.
Yeah, he died. He's like I don't know. He called himself the washed-up version of him, but I think he's better than him. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, so Evan was on the show?
No, Stefan.
I knew.
He looked better than Evan. Oh. Evan, though, he could never. Anyway, so yeah, I was shocked. So when you seen that finale, how did you feel? It was like a waste of time, right?
I was so okay, I didn't really care, but like I was so confused.
Yeah, I know we talk about the love shit. Who gives a fuck? But yeah, I get you.
It was confusing. I'm like, okay, I thought all the couples was gonna be the Laura and that whatever guy. I thought because they generally look like they were gonna like actually work outside of the game show, and then basically it was like the other chick and some other dude, but apparently they all made an alliance. So all the people that were like exited out of the show and couldn't find matches, they all said, okay, we'll root for the people. Any new matches that are from our side, we'll root for them to win. And that's why they won. I'm like, you guys are
I saw that write-up. That's crazy. Like, and I guess the people who were there from the beginning had an alliance to vote for the people that were been there. And then the other side, they had an alliance to vote for the new people. That's how they won.
For the uninitiated, what is this show?
So Perfect Match is it's like a reality show about love. So basically they get all the Netflix reality stars from like Love is Blind, The Circle, and things like that. And they bring them all to live at a villa. And they it starts off like maybe like 8 people. Okay, are you cutting me off?
I'm asking. I'm inquiring.
What is the show?
Is there anybody from F-Boy Island, Nikki Glazer's show?
I don't think that's a Netflix show, so no.
Oh, is
All
it
right,
not?
and then it gets into no, it was HBO Max first, and then it went to CW. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, so basically they all get together and they have to couple up. They do challenges, and then if they match together, they continue on in the game. But they bring in like one episode might be a girls' elimination, so they bring in 2 new girls for the guys to date. I don't know. Basically, you get to the end by being the perfect match, I guess, and people just get eliminated every episode. And they got to find love.
How do you?
So when these new people came in, like episode 9, they end up winning the show on 10 because everyone that was in the outside alliance voted for them. Because all the people come back to vote for the winner, who they feel is the perfect match. Right? Did I explain that right, Taya?
Yeah, you did. Perfect.
Yep.
How are you going to have a panel for a jury based on previous contestants, but then have new people rotating in? That just seems like it wouldn't work. I don't like the panel voting anyway.
Well, when people come back to
vote. Because everyone's going to be like, they were all like, what's it called? Petty about it, you know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of like Big Brother in a way where like you have the jury and then like they're all kind of like petty about like, oh, well, that person cut me out because whatever. So that was kind of like what they tried to do with Perfect Match.
Yeah, we had that too on our show, Taya. We were both on the jury. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to our season, girl. But real quick,
I'm a fan
Big Brother
of the
Canada
jury part of those shows. I kind of like that. Like, because
You
I'm a
do?
big Survivor fan, and I think the jury in Survivor though operates a little differently. Like they're less petty. I feel like they kind of
they're mature on Survivor. I've watched a couple seasons. They're mature. They're like, this person did what he had to do. I'm like, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I've never
what you
seen
mean.
Survivor.
So
I've never watched that show.
Lataya, you're
I
not a
love it.
Survivor fan?
I like Survivor. I just don't like the guy, the host. I love him, but then like
Jeff.
it takes so long to get into like who's leaving. He's like talking about all these conversations, interview with like I'm like, I just want to know who's going home. Who's gonna get myself. It's too much. Like he talks too much. I love him, but like
Yeah.
He must be Virgo because I talk a lot too.
Hey,
Tribal council
two
banter. You don't like
Virgos.
it. You don't like the tribal banter. You're like, get to the vote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just
the
get
point.
to the
We ain't got time for
vote.
this. Who going home? Period.
Well, that's kind of the original competition, or like reality show, right?
Yeah, but I ain't never seen
Mhm.
it.
Like Real World.
My first interaction with reality TV was America's Next Top Model and Flavor of Love.
Oh,
And that's how I got into all this. You remember those, Taya?
That
I love
explains so
that.
much.
Yeah.
Y'all are young.
Yeah, we young.
I remember
Younger than you.
my mom. She would throw on. She's a huge Survivor fan. That's
Okay.
why in that Big
Hell
Brother,
yeah.
when they had who was the alum that came in? You liked her
For
too.
Sari.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, she was
She's from
pumped
Survivor.
about it.
But I never seen Survivor, so I didn't know her from that. I
Oh,
knew her
yeah.
from Traitors because she
Mhm.
won the first season of that.
Yeah. Interesting.
yeah,
I like how
Traitors, that was good.
That's good. I'm ready for
I
the
was
third
happy
season.
for her. I was really
too.
happy.
She
Was
killed
she
it.
very,
That
like-
reunion pissed me off though. They were all pissed off at her. Like, oh, why did
They
you do this?
were.
I'm like, this girl
They
needs
were
to
mad.
win.
They were too
What was
mad
her
because she
vibe on
played
that
so
show?
good. What happened?
Sari.
Yeah.
What was her vibe on that? Because on Survivor, she was like a very vocal player. Like
She
you
was
knew,
set
you
back.
knew how Sari felt about you. Like
Yeah,
Mhm.
no. She was reserved. She was like the mom of the
Very
house. She
set
gained
back,
trust
yeah.
between everybody. People like looked up to
Mhm.
her. They went to her for, oh hey, what should
Okay.
we do? And
Exactly.
she coasted on through to the end, and no one
Okay.
suspected her.
But
Yeah.
they got
Mhm.
old people bias on that show, right? They always eliminate older people. Big
Um,
Brother.
Big,
Traitors?
maybe the older ones, like the newer ones. A lot of the older people stayed. Like
Oh,
last
okay.
season, Felicia made, I think, what, top 4. Sari, I think,
Mhm.
went a little bit before her.
I just remember my mom complaining about that.
all the old people
Yeah.
going first. Yeah, in the earlier seasons, I will say, if you were a skin color too dark and old, you got cut. It's what it was. It's right.
Oh,
It literally
but
was what it
they
was.
don't care about what kind of genitals you put in your mouth.
No,
No?
I don't think so. There's been gay winners. There's Andy from season 15, and I didn't like him. That was a racist season.
Oh, don't be turning on your people.
Anyways, we're moving on. So, Big Brother Canada.
Wait. Before we do, Evan, can I out you as he hits a dry bong? He only has been watching Survivor for his like little girlfriend on the side.
Oh, so you only watching it for Sophia?
No.
Are you
I have
serious?
No, I've loved Survivor.
You come in here like you're a Survivor
fuck
pro,
outta here.
Evan.
Get the fuck
Like
out
you
of
knew
here with your
everything
fake
about it.
news, Russell. That's not
Look at Russell.
perfect.
He's our drama producer, Tam. He gets the drama going.
Ah,
Yeah, as you can see.
nice.
We're gonna cast you for our reality show. Don't
Yep,
worry.
the Taya will be on there for the love of Taya. Oh, I love it because she says she'll
Oh
look at
my-
Taya. That'll be great. Oh, I'm gonna be the host of that, Taya. We gonna get that going. Get all these
Yes.
suitors for you, and I'll help you weed them out for you. Let's get these.
Yes.
No,
the
he
host
ain't the
does not
one.
do that.
I'm
No.
gonna do it.
You have to be the messiest
Period.
host in dating
I
show
Yeah.
history.
I would. But I'll narrow it down for her. She'll get the best one.
Oh my
Period.
God.
Yes.
But no, Big Brother Canada lasted 12 seasons. I love Big Brother Canada. I remember the first season. It was great TV. Gary was my number one favorite. He made it to the end, got eliminated, came back, and then fucking Topaz fucked up the vote with it was between him and Jillian. I did not like Jillian. And I was like,
No,
Gary's
I
gonna win
didn't.
the show. Right? And then she voted wrong, and then he lost the title of Big Brother Canada 1
Yep.
winner. And it went to Jillian because Topaz thought she was voting for the person to go home, I
She
guess.
was
So she put
Such a
Right?
liar. I mean, she was a liar.
fake bitch. You
Like,
see the way she was looking? She's like, oh, I didn't know.
Evan, can you pull up
I
Gary?
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hated Topaz after
Me
that. I was like,
too.
how are you turning on? Like, it just felt so like I don't even know how to
Yeah.
describe it, but it was
I like-
I was pissed.
Yep.
Me, my
And
mom, because I got my mom into Big Brother Cat. Because my mom, I really got her into reality shows because she wasn't
Yeah.
like really into that stuff until I said, "Yo, mom, you need to watch this." So that season, she loved Gary. Me and her were like Gary diehard fans.
he was
Like,
my
we
number
loved
one.
him. And then
Mhm.
when he lost that season, and Topaz was like, "I'm so confused." I was like, "This idiot
She's
damn
fake.
gal, like, is she stupid? Like, what do you mean?"
Yeah, she's dumb as hell. And then season 2 rolls around, they kept making it like, hey, you gotta vote for the person you want
This
to win.
man's he's dressed like Waldo.
Yeah, can you pull up that picture? Terrell, what's it going to take for us to get you to dress like him for
I'm not-
Blu-ray Tuesday?
I used to find
Like
him in
Gary?
books as a
In this
kid all the
iconic
time.
look.
We can't even see the picture.
I know.
Oh
Evan
wait,
got-
it didn't
this
pull
one.
it up. Oh, hang
I
on.
see. Oh, I see.
Here we go.
Is that Gary?
That's Gary. That was from season
Yeah.
1.
That's Waldo.
And then he's on also season 5. I think they brought back a few alumni for the 5th season, mixed in with new people. And he didn't get very far on that one. But Ika,
Yeah, because they know he was gonna win. Like Gary's
Yeah.
like he was like the
he was so good.
dad, your best friend. Like
Yep.
he was so social. Like he was like,
Yep.
yo,
He was a threat.
loved it. I love
They
Gary.
cut his ass.
They cut him
Yep.
fast.
And then,
And honestly, and it sucks because like I won't lie, like us here we got some racism up here too, and the show was messed up
okay.
because I felt like a lot of the like people of color were getting kicked off,
Yep.
too early, So I didn't like Netta. I don't know Netta because she was very. I remember I made a video on my YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
I remember posting it with my Big Brother group page or whatever, like me,
Yeah.
these other people from my church, we talk about reality shows. I made a whole video about a rant because I was like, my friend brought him up. She's like, yeah, Netta, I liked her. And I'm like, Netta. Like,
She
and
was
then
season
I'm like,
2,
no,
right?
I hate that girl. That girl was
Yeah.
my don't make it fun either.
Yeah, and I'm glad she got cut at top 3. Wasn't her like the dude that she was, fucking on? He cut her ass, didn't he? Because he knew he couldn't beat her.
He cut her. I was
And
like,
then
good
he won
for her.
the
That's
show.
her friend.
Yep. And Netta.
That
And
was
then I'm
her
glad.
karma.
And I loved on season 5 when Ika versus Netta, and Ika's like, "You're going home." I was like, "Yes!" And that bitch got cut. It was great.
Netta's giving me
Yeah.
Priyanka vibes
From
in
Drag
the
Race,
face. Yeah.
Drag Race Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, she does look similar. Netta. I didn't like Netta either. She thought she was too
Yeah, I
good,
like her.
and she was salty when she got cut.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, there was a lot of crazy moments throughout that series. We just had the final season. It was dominated by a character, Anthony. And I'm glad his ass didn't win because he was a little bit too much. He was gaslighting everybody.
Yep.
I learned
Everyone
that
was
today.
like, what's it called? He had like that energy I don't know, like he
In
like
season
everyone wants to
7?
kiss his ass. Like it
Yeah,
was
I don't
so
know
bad.
why.
Like, I'm like, what does he have? Like what is he like what services is he providing? Like I was really
Nothing.
like intrigued.
He just sat back in those sweats and then thinking he was all that with that girl.
Yeah.
No, and everyone just ran to him. Oh, I don't know. But I wanted to get to that because that's a bummer. The season I actually like Canada. I think they had a lot more gameplay, like season 10. There's a lot of standout moments in that one, in that show. But you auditioned not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 6 times for Big Brother Canada.
For like 6 years, I applied for that show. I first applied for that show when I was 17. I applied when I was 17, but I was telling in the video by the time the show, like, you guys need us to be there, I will be the legal age. So because I loved it so much season 1, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And and I kept applying and kept applying. There was a period where I kind of stopped because I was like, hey, whatever, I don't care anymore. But then after I got really back into it, like last season I applied and the season before I applied, and I think the season before. And then, but knowing that it got canceled, I was very upset because I was like, what the hell? Because we don't have in Canada we don't have a lot of reality shows up here like you guys do in the States. Like we barely have anything. So Canada, like Big Brother Canada was putting us kind of like on the map, like, for other people to see and get, know our culture, I guess. But then, they're like, they said something about the production. They can't afford it anymore, so they cut it. So
and I think
pretty messed up.
Do you think part of it is because of the live feeds? Because they cut the live feeds last season and this one, and a lot of people are saying the ratings might have fell due to that. Because I'm sure if the ratings were up there, they wouldn't have canceled that show. But do you think
that's
that
what
played
I'm
a part
saying.
in it? Are you a live feeder?
I wasn't a live feeder because I felt for me, I don't want to ruin the show for myself.
I get
you know what I mean?
Like, look at people different,
like I
seeing them all day.
Like they still cut like little stuff out, but it's annoying, and then I feel like it's so long, and I'm just like I said, I'm like get to the pace kind of girl too. So I didn't mind, I didn't really care for it, but a lot of people cared, and so why cut up something that people cared about, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
That could have been a reason too, but I think it's just the money. Like that's what I think. The main reason is they couldn't afford it anymore, and that's why they cut it.
That's interesting because a lot of movies shoot in Canada as opposed to a city in the States because it's cheaper. So it's wild that they like couldn't figure out how to make it affordable to shoot it.
I could say, but I don't want to get like in jail.
In jail?
What the hell?
You're like, I know.
People that are running this country right now, if you say he's getting the person's getting kind of, offended. So if you say anything bad about this person, you can end up in jail
Yeah.
or what's it?
Oh,
So it happens
well, we
to
don't
some
want
girl
not
on
that.
lying.
TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah,
complete
like
free speech.
yeah,
Wow. Oh, we'll
there's
keep that
no
shut. Mhm.
yeah. So I'm just saying whoever is running is probably using it for other means, which we
For
don't know because I'm
themselves.
wondering where my tax dollar is going to because if it ain't going
Oh,
to
hell
there,
Yeah, period. Yeah.
Okay.
where are my taxes going to, you know?
Yeah.
So they're obviously using it for something else and just they don't really care about the entertainment, which just sucks here because like I said that for years I've been saying this, have discussions with people that I know. I said, yeah, like we have like you guys will come here film a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been on sets where like, you know, like we use like different like I don't know if you know the show Gina and Georgia that's on Netflix, but they
Okay.
used a school that I used to like I actually was in the school filming something else, but basically
Oh,
they used that same school for the show.
got
With
it.
different hallways and stuff, and I used to go to that school as a kid too. So it's like
Yeah.
there's so much landmarks that are used in like shows that I'm like, wow, like I remember seeing this in this show in this American television show, but you would think like that they'll take a portion of that and put it in our
Yeah.
film industry and stuff, but they don't. They use it for whatever debt I guess Canada's in. So I don't know.
Yeah, if you ever see Suburbs in an American show,
Yeah.
it's probably filmed in Canada.
Yeah, I think Scream
Yeah,
6 was
most
filmed in
likely.
Canada.
Yeah.
Scream 6 was filmed in Canada.
The show Erie,
Yeah,
Indiana.
see?
I love Erie,
Oh, yeah,
Indiana.
that was in
It's
Canada?
Canada. Yeah.
See, all these shows
I didn't know
in
that was
Canada.
shot in Canada. I love that
Yep.
show.
Yep.
Me and Ellie
Yeah,
started
there's
watching that recently.
that movie Will Smith was in. Oh, Suicide Squad. They used the
Oh,
subway.
yeah.
We have a secret subway station
Yeah.
underneath of our subway station. They use that for that movie too. Like there's so
Okay.
much. I think even the movie with Adam Sandler, the Pac-Man one, that was filmed
Oh,
in
yeah, with the
Canada
big
too.
emoji
Pixels.
thing. Pixel.
Yeah.
Yes, that was kind of good.
Exactly. That was filmed here. So it's just kind of sad
Hella
that
movies.
they won't rig, you know?
So when you auditioned for this 6 times, did you ever get any
Mm-hmm.
callbacks or anything step up? And what season was that? If so.
So I don't even remember. I applied so many times. I don't even remember what season. I think
Okay.
I applied for season 3, season 3, 4, 5,
Mm-hmm.
and 6. I took a break and then I did 11 and
The last
12.
couple.
So I
Okay.
never got nothing. Like there's no hear back, nothing. The only
Okay.
thing I got a hear back from was that new show that we have now, Farming for Love. The first season I actually
Oh.
got a call back from casting and I told them my crazy ass love story and they were like,
Yeah.
damn girl, like what the hell?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, my
so
God.
but yeah, I actually got back with casting. It was crazy because the time difference is the same. I think you guys are in the same time zone as in Vancouver, so it was 3 hours
Okay.
behind us in Toronto. So I got the timing was all messed up. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh frick, I missed it. But like, no, you can do it again. So I had to like, I was literally driving to work. I had to park somewhere random, put my data on, and talk to this lady on my
Yeah.
phone in my car. But yeah, we had a good
Yeah.
conversation. It seemed pretty positive, but I didn't make it. But
Didn't make
that's
it.
how far as I went for reality
Farming for
TV
Love.
Oh, so you
or
were a love.
whatever.
She would have been
So
one
I
of the
was a love
contestants.
interest.
If
So
you
these
loved with a
farmers in like
farmer.
BC, Alberta, all the farm area we have here, they're
Yeah.
looking for love and bringing someone from the city to their
Gotcha.
farm.
Okay.
So you're trying to
Yeah.
move to a farm?
She was just
I
trying to get on
want
TV.
to.
And shit, it got her to other things.
For real, I do obviously want to be on TV, but I told myself from a long time that when I retire, and I have enough money, I really want to move out to a farm. Like I don't like city life.
Oh.
I can't deal with the city. It's too congested here.
Oh, yeah, I don't like
Too
a lot
much
of people either.
noise. I went
Mhm.
somewhere like I went on a reserve because I don't know, a couple years ago with me and these a couple people, and it was so nice. Like it was like brisk of winter, so like the snow was just settling on the ground. It was so quiet that you could hear you like your foot hit the snow, and I was like, this is
Yeah.
like amazing. And I had like the most like refreshing time. No lights,
Aw.
no noise, just chilling with your friends and
Yeah.
learning and rebuilding yourself. I'm like, this is the life I need. Like I don't
There you
want to
go.
have neighbors. I want my house to be like my house and my neighbor's like 20 minutes a drive away. Like
Yeah, no
that's
people
what I
to
want to do.
annoy
So
you.
I don't mind. I said I would give up city life to meet a farmer. You know what I mean? You have all your plantation, like not plantation. You have all your
No, that's where I live.
Oh God,
On a
that's him.
plantation?
Yep, he in a shed, girl. That's the life she want, Evan.
No, I'm talking about
like
plantations.
your farm. You have your you know, you grow your own stuff, your own produce. You have, you know,
Yeah.
everything's there. So that's one thing I do adore. That's something if I was fortunate enough, and I hopefully, you know, one day God spare, I can do that. You know, so I wouldn't mind.
That's funny. Farmer wants a wife, or what is it? Love for farmers. What's it called?
Farming for love.
Farming for love. Got it. Maybe you can do a season 2 if the shit didn't get canceled.
Farmer wants a wife.
Like,
I
I
like
don't know. I was just. All right, so you didn't get callbacks for those, but
oh my God.
a little bit last year during October, we were contestants on a little show on DH1 Network on YouTube, ORG, aka an online reality TV show game, and it is called I Love Money. We were a part of the season 13 cast, Murder Mansion, I think it was.
Murder Man.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you got casted on that, because I don't know if we ever talked about this too much.
No, I don't think we ever talked about it. So how I got casted was I got an email from, what's his name, Isaac? I think his name was Isaac. His name Isaac? I don't know.
I got hit up by Isaiah, you got Isaiah. Okay.
I got Isaiah. So it was so weird, okay, because I was in because basically I recently, well, like 2-3 years ago, I got hacked on Instagram, so I lost my whole page and everything.
Okay.
So I don't trust no one saying anything in my request boxes. So this person's like, I know you want to be I saw your page. Can you come and be on my reality show? I thought it was like some weird sugar daddy. I didn't know what was going on. I was like,
I was a farmer.
Money from me. I was like, no. Steal my page.
Yeah, I was like, hang on a second. Does this dude have a farm?
Yeah.
Way to steal my joke, Evan, you fuck.
I made it better.
I didn't trust it at all. I was like, so I was asking Isaiah so many questions. Like this guy was like, if you just click this link, okay? And I'm like, I don't trust this link. How are we doing this? Blah blah blah. He's like, here's a YouTube channel. So eventually I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. And then after I seen the YouTube link. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I'm like, I like interesting. Let me be a part of it. So I filled up that Google form, and then Dylan and Chantel had a whole like conference call with me, and that's kind of how I got on the show.
Got it. Mine was very similar because I was like watching something. I just seen it was in my inbox for a while. It was in the request because girl, I don't be looking at those either. But I looked at it and it was Tyler on Instagram saying, "Hey, I watch your videos. I think you'll be really cool for this project that we have." He sent me the link, but it was for season 12, so I was already thrown off. I said, "Wait, this is for season 12, and this says 2000." Like from earlier in the year, it wasn't around September or August whenever they reached out. Anyways, and I was confused. I said, this is from like March, like it's September. Anyways, and he's like, oh, I sent you the wrong link. So he sent me the link. Same thing. He told me look at the YouTube. And I was like, I don't think this is anything. I sent everything in, and then they reached out to me that same day and asked me to do the conference thing. So it was me, Chantel, Tyler, Dylan. And they asked me weird ass questions like Mary, fuck, kill, Jason, Chucky, Freddy. And I was like, what? They said if I were to be anything in a damn house. To that? If I would
Mary,
be anyone.
fuck, kill? Can you tell us the answers that you gave to the Chucky?
I don't remember. I think I said something about.
Oh, you remember.
I said something about I'd kill Jason because he got. I forgot because
you had reasons.
I had reasons for all of them, and I forgot. I said something about kill Jason because he got mommy issues. I said something about I don't remember. I don't remember, but it was funny. I had a reason for all of them. And they were laughing.
Who are you gonna fuck? That's what
I forgot which one I said.
It was Michael Myers.
I think it was Myers. I'll fuck him. You know, he's tall, dark, and mysterious.
He's kind of quiet. I get it.
And then marry Chucky because I think that'll be toxic and fun. I don't know. Anyway, so and then they asked me to be like something in a a house. He said,
Mhm.
what room would you be in a house? Did they ask you these fucking
Mhm.
weird ass questions?
No,
And I was
they
like, well, how do you?
never asked me.
I was like, I was like, well, I don't know, the bedroom so I could sleep. I didn't know. I was so confused. And what else did they ask me? They asked me some off the wall questions. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna ace
Yeah, they
this.
never asked me those questions. They asked me like how, like if I was to like choose my like if I'm in a house playing and like I get really close to someone in the alliance, would I backstab them? And I said, yeah,
They
if
asked.
I have to, I guess, if I have to, but I'm pretty loyal, so but I said basically like if I want to win this money, then hey, yeah, I guess I'll have to do
Yeah.
what I gotta do. But I did it,
Yeah,
and
I
I
said
got
Interesting she
backstabbed.
said
So
that. Here, now let me know. Hold on. Let me jump.
They did ask me that too, and they did. They said, "Oh, if you're aligned with them, you're in the box with someone. How would you?" Da, 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 da. I got all those, but I got all those weird questions first. But what were you
yeah,
about to
I
say?
was about to say the backstab question.
questions. I would have
Now,
loved to answer those. What?
Oh, here we go.
now, Lataya, the thing is, early on, Terrell joined an alliance with all the young, pretty people.
Fuck you.
He's very,
Young
those are
versus-
his favorite kind of people.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember when they flipped on you because we were very involved.
Yeah,
We did all
Russell-
the videos
because
yeah.
I was here. They helped me with the editing. Like we were like a team for this, and I would do it in this room. This is at their house.
Yeah.
And you remember this. So, anyways, me, you, because when we got in, I knew for a fact, right when we got in there, I wanted to work with you. From back when we had the little interviews went out, you could ask him, he could vouch. I said, I really like Lataya. I think she's gonna be fun. Right? Vibes. And I was super excited to work with you. And I don't know where you're trying to go with this, but basically it was me, you, Rachel, Connor, Millie at the beginning, and we were all like, "Oh, this would be kind of cool because we could like kind of run the house." And it didn't work out, but
I remember when you found out because I remember production started giving you like,
oh yeah,
now it felt
production
like
was giving me
hints.
hints. I didn't know it at that point. He says, "Oh, are you sure?"
Because they never gave me no hints. I think they wanted me out.
Really? Because they were like,
No.
"Oh, are you sure you don't want to like? Are you sure?"
No, but
because they asked me who would you want to go forward. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, Lataya." I did, and if they have the footage, it's there. And I wanted to work with her, and that's
you
why I
said
saved
everybody.
her.
Connor,
Circle 9. I
Lataya,
did
yeah.
all of them. I had
Ryan.
because I was loyal as fuck on this game. And if I play again, I'm gonna have to flip that up a little bit and just
loyal or gullible.
I was gullible. I believed everything.
Yeah.
Too. Yes,
Which,
I did.
But here's the thing. I remember after you got out of that interview, I picked you up. I think we were coming to record.
Yeah, because I was telling you about that. What they were.
And
I think she was trying to warn me.
I'm like, dude, I feel like they're giving you hints that you're not playing the game.
Yeah, they did that a lot.
Yeah, I remember.
I wish they gave me those hints.
Really?
They were like, I was paranoid. I think they never wanted me in that game because honestly, I was getting like because I basically would talk. I didn't do my. I don't know how you did your what's it called, your diaries. I did mine. I did my confessionals on myself, and then they were like, no, we really need to like get you on here.
Same.
So they're telling me about Ryan. They're like, yeah, okay. And then I said, I'm like, because I didn't trust anyone. I was so paranoid, but I like the people that I really like wanted to work with was you.
You likewise.
I really know. Like when I saw your interview, I wanted to work with you. You were like my number. I wanted to work with you, and then I wanted to work with Ryan. Connor reached out to me. I didn't.
Which
really
Ryan though? I'm joking. What Ryan though, girl? There was two. We got a crazy one. We can get into that. I don't know if we all know here, but
Ryan.
Girl. Yeah, we know it, Ryan.
The Aussie Ryan. He was like my little brother in the game. Like basically, he reached out to me on Instagram. He's like, I really want to work with you. I'm like, this is so cool because I want to work with you too. Perfect. And then after Connor reached out to me, and I was like, I wanted to reach out to you, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's too early. I don't want to like, make all this alliance and then it all like tumbles or whatever. So I'm like, maybe I should just wait it out. But I was like, I want to work with, I want to work with Terrell. And I told Connor about it. I said, Connor, I think that we need to bring Terrell in there. And he was like, not a fan. He was like, I don't think we should put him in there.
I get it.
And I'm like, why? Because I really like I honestly like generally like I don't know, the Aurora, I don't know, something just drawn me to Terrell. I was like, no, I think this is not a great team, like, you know what I mean? And then what showed me that you were real too is when that time when you saved me, and you said, you know what, I'll save Taya. And I was like, thank God, because I'm like there's something there, but we just never worked together properly. And I feel like if we did, we would have probably ran that game. We probably would have won.
Shit. So the thing is,
You
what
were
happened
running.
was we were in a kind of an alliance, I guess, I thought.
Yeah.
And it was like Rachel, me, you, Ryan. It was like a bunch of us. And basically we
Yeah.
met, the 5 of us. There's 5 of us out of that group. And we had 7.
Mhm.
Anyway, so the 5 of us all met. We were on a call. You guys were all getting your makeup on, getting ready for the we're going live like in 5 minutes. Me and Millie were like, oh, we should like make sure we talk to them. And then we all got in and we're like, okay, we're gonna vote this way, we're gonna all work together for this. This is gonna be the target. I forgot what the target was, but it is what it is. We get into the game, it was circle night, I believe, and everyone was voting, and everyone voted out Millie. And I was so confused because I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then all of you guys voted for her. And I was like, whoa. So I didn't know. And then we got to it. She got voted out, but then it backfired and she became the paymaster. She had to circle back where she had to save someone. She saved me because I was like the only person that didn't vote for her.
Yeah.
I was out of the loop. And then I was like, fuck, what do I do? Because I didn't talk to anyone in this game that much as you guys. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna work with Lataya, so I'm fucking saving her, even though I don't know what's happening, but we'll talk about it later. Right? And that's what I did. I saved you, and it went on from there. Yeah.
Which was probably a bad move for your game.
Probably for my game.
But here's the thing. Now, we were all watching it, Evan included. We watched all the time. We were downstairs in a room on the chat. And I remember being like so mad at that group, except for Lataya. And I'm like, all right, if you, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it kind of felt like you were doing what Terrell was doing, which you have like a big personality, but you're trying to like hold back.
Yeah, because every time.
Because it was, and that's why I feel like it was. That's why the whole. Oh my gosh, the whole game. I'm just recovering from my mental health from that game. But
it lasted 2 months. Everybody, it was like a 2-month game. Yep.
Really messed up because I just felt like at the point where I felt like my whole alliance was against me. There was even a time where my alliance turned on me and Connor. We were like, what the hell happened to that? Because we had a game with because I don't know. I felt like Millie did not like me. I don't know. I think now we're cool, but I don't know. In the game, I went off of my vibes. Like, and that's why we thought production thought I was so paranoid. Like, oh, so paranoid. Like you did it. But I'm like, that's how I go out in my life. Like, if you give me good vibes, then I will rock with you. If you don't, then there's something was off with Millie. I don't know what it was. Like there was something just like I don't know. You know. I'm like, I thought this girl's gonna cut me, like, you know what I mean? And I felt it, and I felt that time when I think we did like this acting challenge, and I won immunity, and her face was so like her face from like why did she win? Yeah, and I was like, whoa, like she was not happy at all, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm working with you guys, so why are you not like
we're all in a group.
little bit happy? You know what I mean? She was kind of just like I'm like okay. I don't know. Maybe it was just her reaction. Maybe I was just paranoid, but I
didn't trust your gut on things like that.
Yeah, something was off. Her and Rachel gave me like weird advice, and I was mad with Rachel because I'm like, we live like in the same country, in the same province.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, there was something off. I'm like, I feel like she's gunning for me, and then I found out with Rachel, it did kind of work because she voted for me first with that whatever thing we did, and she said her and Millie said my name, but Mateo's name never been said. And I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah, they did.
I was like, I don't know. And production never gave me no hints, and I don't know. And I know Dylan was so close to Millie. I don't know if they had a conversation, but Dylan was so close to me in the beginning, and then after I felt like he was against me. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, the game was very. For those 2 months, that's all I thought about. Like, even when it ended, I kept saying, okay, do I need to jump in the chat? Because I feel like if I had, because I had other stuff going on. Like, I was doing, like, stuff with the Fest and, like Blu-ray Tuesday. And I was also doing this. Like, I remember we were at a movie, and I was doing one of the charades challenges we did. I was in that lobby doing that challenge.
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
I think I was with, what's her name? The one that was funny. La Mocha. She was, like, didn't know how to do the damn charades. But basically what this game is, I didn't really say just for context. Basically, it's DH1's I Love Money. It's reminiscent to the I Love Money on VH1, where there's a reality stars all coming together to compete. Basically, we do challenges, and then there's a paymaster. That's like the HOH, like Big Brother talk. And there's going to be, everyone else has to nominate 2 other people to go into the box. I think Dead Last Loser is automatically in the box. The box is like the bottom 3, where one of y'all going to end up going home. So basically, you go on power outings with the paymaster, the HOH or whatever, and then that person at the end has to eliminate someone. So the game started off with like 21 people, and Yeah, so you made it to top. It was a double elimination when they cut you, Lataya.
Yeah.
I think you made top 11. You were in your alliance.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all showed up with your little black shades, and
Yeah.
it was you, Connor, Maddie, and Ryan showed up with your black shades. I love how your vibe was this because you were opened up in this episode. You were just like, I don't give a fuck this episode. Y'all gonna vote me
Yeah.
out. So did you already know going into this double
I
that
knew.
Edgar was coming for you? Because I didn't vote for you. I didn't vote for you there either.
I knew, and that's why Ryan pissed me off so much. And I love him to death, but it was a struggle for me because this is when I knew he turned on me because I was like, I had a dream. Like, this is what I'm saying. I go by my vibes. I had a dream. It was like dark. I saw snakes and I saw his head. And I was just like,
you saw his head on the snake?
Yo, I just saw his head and it was on the snake, and I was like, there were golden snakes. So I had to like look it up. I'm like, this is some weird, what's going on here? So God was telling me in my dreams, but I was like, no, it's Ryan. Like, he's so adorable. He's like my little brother.
Yeah,
whatever. But this man turned on me, and I knew because I was so like I should have been more cutthroat. I should have, because what I said to myself, what I should have did since when I got that feeling, I should have told Connor about it earlier than I did, and said, you know what, let's turn the vote on him or something. But anyways, I knew when I was going home when Ryan voted for Morgan because we had a whole plan. We're like, we're gonna get. I forgot who we're gonna get out. We're gonna have someone. And I said, and I was like, me and Ryan had a fight because I told him, like, Edgar is after me. Edgar is after me. You know, he's like, oh, well, I don't, like, Justin's after me. And me and Justin were okay. Like, I know he was working with Jenna at the end of the game. I found out, whatever. But he was actually genuine. Like, me and him were actually working together. I'm like, but since Ryan was my number one, I didn't trust him because after that, he was talking about all type of shady stuff. But, like, I knew in my game.
That's why I cut him, girl. I cut him.
My game, Justin would have made sense for my game a little bit further than it did.
Okay.
But the reason why I cut him is because of Ryan. Because Ryan was like, oh, he doesn't trust. I don't trust him. He's going to do this, whatever. And I was like, and in my head, I was tugging with that because I'm like, well, Justin's not after me right now. So why am I really putting myself out there? But I'm like, okay, but if you feel that way, then we'll go with the plan, which is the plan was to put, I think, Justin and Millie on the block or whatever, right? So, but then I was like, no, let's do Edgar. I'm like, Edgar has been very vocal that he wanted me out. It's been like him and what's his name? The guy that had a kid. Freaking what's his name?
Jordan. Oh, he wanted you out, girl. Jordan
is very vocal that they want me gone. So I was like arguing with Ryan. I'm like, Ryan, this man wants me gone. Like he wants me gone. Why are we keeping him here? You know? And he's like, no, like I talked to him. We were very like, he said that he's okay with you. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, when you guys talk, like I thought you guys meet. What?
Yeah, no. See, your gut was right.
And me and Connor were like, and Connor was like, no, Connor was number one. It was funny because I didn't know where Connor stood.
Yeah.
Until after this guy, like, he's my number one in this game. But Connor was like, yeah, no, let's get rid of Edgar. Like, one of Justin or Edgar has to go. Like, these two, they have to go. And then Ryan was like, no, it has to be Justin then. But I know it's because he did that because he knew that he knew Edgar was going to take me out. I feel like he knew that Edgar was taking me out, and that's why he kept Edgar. And then what happened? Who eliminated me? Edgar.
Edgar took you out.
Eliminated me. And I was like, and I was so mad at him. I was so mad at Ryan. Like, I was not going to vote for him because I was like, I was so loyal to you. Like, out of the two I had, which was Connor and Ryan, I was loyal to Ryan. Like, Ryan was like my little brother. Like, I looked at this guy because he's like 18. I'm like, he's me when I was 18 years old. Like, we had it was like, oh my gosh. I was like so mad. I was so mad at Ryan.
When we get to mine, but seriously, you got that. You had your double. It was a double elimination. They cut you.
I knew.
And then we did that challenge. Oh, before that, me and Connor had that big argument because he talked about, you're working with the old people. And we went out. When I won or almost won, I don't know what I got taken out of. But the production was asking, like, oh, you really went in this episode. They were shocked to see me be like that. Like, oh, what is it going to take for you to be like that again? And I was like, oh, girl, no, I'm trying to win this. But anyways, Yeah, you got cut there, and then we went to that fucking
Yeah.
challenge, and then I had to hold that fucking book, and everyone was
Yeah.
trying. They voted for me to win, and I felt so bad. It was at
Mhm.
the end, it went to me and Harris. Harris won,
Yeah.
and then he took out Connor. So then you guys were the second and third
Mhm.
jury members because Morgan got cut the episode prior. So you
Yeah,
guys were
when
leading up
Morgan
jury.
left, when Ryan said Morgan, I knew I was going home because I was like, why are you
Yeah.
voting for Morgan? Like, that makes no
Yeah.
sense. Oh my gosh. It was like
Ryan
terrible.
was-
No one did what we were supposed to do.
Ryan was very surprising this season because he did stuff that I didn't think he would do. Like when I ended at top 5, and I thought I could have won this, Lataya. I thought I was going to get there to the end and do it because
I was
me and Millie
rooting
were
for
rocking.
you.
Yeah, I won when I needed to.
Mhm.
I was doing all this stuff, and then when I never showed my cards too much, but when I was in that box, I thought for sure I was going to go home at top 6 when it was me, Harris, because I know Jenna was working with Maddie. I just found out Maddie was close with Harris, and I was like, fuck, I am fucked. Millie was like, oh, I hope you come back, and it came off so fake after I found out what happened next, and then I got out, and then he ended up evicting him, and I made top 5. So I was like, oh shit, I did it. I was so shocked because I thought Ryan was going to cut me. I wasn't really close with Ryan. Then we go into the top 5. I knew the girls had an alliance because Millie's like, oh, I've been talking with Maddie and Jenna. And Maddie and Jenna, so it was them versus me and Ryan. So I told Ryan, I was trying to talk to him. I said, Ryan, dude, like, if you win, you got to take out one of the girls. Like, literally, like, take out Maddie has to go because if Maddie gets to the end, she's going to win. And he was like, oh, okay. But I didn't know that they had got to him first. So they all attacked me in that fucking challenge. We had to hold our hands up. And if you got the answer wrong, they had to put cans or something in there. And I could not. I tried my best to win. Jenna was throwing them on me. Maddie was throwing them on me. I was like, damn. I tried to win that because I had to win because Millie called me right before that saying, Terrell, just so you know, you need to win today. And you have to win today. I was like, what does that mean? I was like, what? You need to win too to save me. Like, if you win, if I don't, she's like, oh, I just got to tell you, you got to win. And I was like, are you serious? What's going to happen today? So I go into that. I lost. I was in the box with Millie and fucking Maddie. I was like, perfect. Millie, me and her are going to gang up, get this bitch out. And we were in the top 4. Like she always said, we're going to get to the end together. And you saw what happened, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw everything. I hated it.
I was so shocked. I was there pleading for my life and telling her why it's best to cut her and keep me. And then I was like, because he'll be, next or whatever. And then Millie's like, I'm not a threat. And she just kept going, I'm not a threat. And I was like, Millie, help me. I was so mad because I was 100% loyal to this woman the whole game. Ask them. You can ask all these people here.
He was. It was so bad because I need to separate them so I can get in there.
Yeah, you could have. But no, I was so loyal.
I couldn't get in there. I remember because the time when you saved me, I reached out to you, and then
you did.
Terrell did not respond. I was like,
I did it.
That checks out.
Shut up. I don't remember. I would have responded.
I was like, thank you so much for saving me, Terrell.
I thought I did.
No, there was no message. You didn't respond. I'm like, what? Okay.
Oh, that's awful. I don't remember that, but I am so sorry. That is brutal. Because I was on that game a lot.
Let me jump in there.
Okay.
I remember, first off, it does sound like something you would do.
Okay.
But when you talked to me about her messaging you.
I did.
You told me about it. You were happy. You're like, I loved her. I knew I saved her for the right reason.
Yeah, I did. Because I did. So, yeah. I don't care. I was so loyal. And as you've seen, the proof was right there. But then eventually he took Maddie to the one-on-one. And when he did that, I knew I was cut because it was me versus her. And he cut me. And then they went off the top 4. And then her ass got cut. So I was like, okay, karma's a bitch. Like karma. Karma is what is the karma song from Taylor? I couldn't think of the quote. But anyway, so she got cut. But overall, I had fun.
It was fun.
I think you did too. And I think if we both went back, we would play a lot different.
I swear. Yeah. I would play differently.
And there was a lot of characters this season. You had Dr. Lou that was just a hot mess. He was funny as hell though. And then you
I love Dr. Lou. Oh my
god. And then you had LaMocha who never showed up to anything, but when she did, she was like, oh, y'all gonna hate me. Like, her little voice. And then you had a couple people. Katya.
What about our other favorite?
Who's our other? Oh, Sador. Dirty asses. And I loved Sador. I don't give a fuck. She was everything to me.
Oh my god. I love that girl. She was amazing.
Do you still talk to anyone?
I understand her though. Do I talk to her? No, I said I don't understand her though. I talk to Sador, not all the time, but We talked
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, she's just if you really get to know Sador, she's an amazing human being. It's just that
Yeah.
she's just very passionate.
Yeah, no, I love her. I still talk to her too here and there, and I watched her
Yeah.
movie she had on Tubi.
Oh,
She played a hook. She played a
seriously?
hooker. She did. We watched it. Remember Russell?
Oh,
Mhm.
She went up to that car and got her coins. She did. Yeah. And yeah, I talked to her. I like her. We had a whole ass. She called me a little bit after the show. We talked for like an hour, almost hour and a half about like hella
mhm,
shit. She's cool. I
mhm,
still talk to Millie here and there.
mm.
We're cool. It's just that every time I think about what happened, I just feel like, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it was bad. It was bad. I used to talk to Connor like a little bit. Me and him
Okay.
went on live on TikTok. So we
Okay.
talked. I'm still okay with Connor. Ryan, I talked to like once in a blue moon. I like to check in to see what he's doing because I think the last
Yeah.
time he's starting school or something. So I told him like, how's school going and stuff. So we still talk. He's cool.
Yeah.
And then I talked to you.
Yeah, for sure. We talk.
Oh yeah, and I met Harris. That was the
Oh
whole
yes,
thing.
you met Harris in
Yeah, me and
person.
Harris actually met. It was supposed to be me, Harris, and Rachel, but Rachel had some other engagement, so she couldn't come. But I was like, you
Mhm.
know what? We're both free. Let me meet someone else from the show. So it was nice to see that face
Yeah.
to face. It was funny too because we went like to like some pizza restaurant,
Yeah.
and the waitress was actually waiter was asking us what are plans after whatever. And we're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going back to Toronto because I met him I think in Waterloo. He said he's
Okay.
going back to do an exam, and they're like, well, how do you guys meet? They're like on a reality show.
Oh yeah, basically.
It was so weird. It was so funny. He was bored, but you could tell he's like, damn, these are some interesting people I met
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. But it was
Aw.
cool. So yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
basically
Harris was playing that game. That was another one that they
yeah.
in production when I won Paymaster and I had to either get rid of Justin or Harris. I was going
Mhm.
back and forth because I didn't know that Harris was working with that big crew and all that good stuff. I didn't know all this, but production's like, "Are you sure?"
Mhm.
Like, because after that time where he voted for Millie, and then I think he's the one that talked about how she was cheating in the game or something. He called
Yeah.
me and was talking hella fast and like, I just had to do this just so you know. And then production called me after, like, "Oh, hey, why do you think he talks so fast to you?" and all this stuff. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't put that into play." But then Justin, I just didn't trust him, so I was like, "Who the fuck do I cut?"
Yeah.
That's why I cut Justin and kept Harris because Harris, me and him, I don't know. That game is so
Yeah,
stressful.
Harris was
So stressful.
Harris was crazy. I love that. I love his gameplay though. He was good because I really
He was
trusted him.
doing it.
Yeah, I called
He
him.
was
We were
great.
like this little Caribbean alliance because he's Guyanese. I'm Jamaican, so we're like, yeah,
Yeah.
the Caribbean. We made it. The Caribbean's made it again.
Yeah. Yeah, he did his
But,
thing. I
like,
mean,
he was
no
playing
hate
me.
towards any of them, but he was playing the game, which was great.
He
But
was playing. He was playing.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
From the beginning, when we were seeing how he looked shady, like with the weird
yeah, he did. Mhm.
we're like, yeah,
Yes,
but
yes,
he knew. He knew. But yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But
here,
then,
let me jump in here. Anybody listening, if you made it this far and you're wondering what the hell they're talking about, you can watch it all. It's here comes my complaint about DH1.
mhm.
One, it's on a channel called Slightly Bitter, which is pretty much the host,
Bitter, A8.
Yeah, the
right.
host's
It's not even
personal
bitter.
channel.
It's bitter.
Yep.
and I think one of the newest things he put up there was a Dead by Daylight playthrough.
Yeah, he did. I
Yeah.
watched some of him do that. He kept getting hooked.
But it's so confusing because I think there's a great show here, but like you all have pretty much illustrated, most of it happens not on the live stream.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah,
think
there's a lot of back
as
stuff.
a person, I was pretty close. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you filmed it over here. We talked to you about it every day. I kind of
Mhm.
knew what was going on off camera,
yeah.
but I feel like if you were going to recommend the show to somebody, you're kind of lost. Like
Got
you have
it.
no idea
Mhm.
the dynamics, the alliances being built. When I
Yeah.
think if they had a team and could edit it together, it would be. I
Like a
mean,
show.
look at the shows on
Yeah.
TV. Dragula season 1. Look
Yeah.
at that budget. Or
Oh,
look
yeah, it
at
was bad.
Hoochie Daddies.
Hoochie Daddies. Yeah, that's a hot mess.
Right?
But I
Like,
mean, they got it done. Yeah, they got confessionals and
Yeah.
everything.
but yeah, y'all were on season 13. It's the full thing is on YouTube.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm dive into it. And I mean, if you want, reach out to us. Terrell will give you context.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
what's going
Yeah, y'all
on.
check it out. We had fun. The winner. Did we
Yeah.
say the winner?
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's up
whatever.
there.
So we got there. So your little brother ended up winning the show. And he ended up being the first guy to win I Love Money.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
when he took me out, I said he got my vote because he did his thing. I ain't vote for none of these other people. And I felt bad because they
Yeah.
asked me, "Are you going to vote for Millie if she gets to the end?" I was like, I don't know. In that moment, I was like, hell nah. I was like, she didn't even help me. We could have got there together, but
Exactly.
but I guess she already gave Ryan her word on Thanksgiving. I remember she told me they had a talk, and I think they made a pact there. And
Mhm.
yeah, so that's why her vote
Which,
went to him.
again, as somebody who
makes
watched,
sense.
that hurt the most because you could feel you carrying Millie in that in
Yeah,
the show,
you did. You really
Yeah.
did.
and you could
You
also
did.
feel her turning her back in that last one, where she's like, "I'm not a threat,"
Yeah.
or like,
Yeah, she
"Oh
kept
my
going.
God.
I'm not. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
And it was just me versus Maddie, and she could have helped, and then because
And she
Ryan seemed like he was
didn't.
easy to sway, but it just didn't work out.
Right?
And-
Right.
yeah.
Because like he would have let, because apparently when they were talking in our like little reunion, they were
Mhm.
saying to, yeah, like, you know, if production didn't talk to him about, I guess, him wanting to win, then he would have kept his, I guess, same pace. But I guess because production told him, like, don't you want to win? Cut, like, I guess cut the tail, you know, or cut, like, Connor and
I
them.
get you. Cut the
You know, they gave him a clue to cut me and Connor out if you wants
And
to
then
win, and that's when, you know,
he
he went,
deserved it.
oh.
He cut all the threats though. He cut out Harris.
But he did
cut
good.
me,
Yeah.
and then he cut Maddie. Those three, I think us three would have been a solid top three because all of us, I don't know. That was he did his thing. So shout
He
out to
did his
Ryan.
thing. He went
He did.
rogue, but I'm glad he did,
did.
because I felt like in the way he knew that he hurt me, because he felt like,
Mhm.
okay, if I don't get rid of her, I'm not gonna win. So
Yeah.
I knew he was battling that, and I had to reach. I wasn't allowed to, but I'm like, I don't care. I know how he's feeling. I reached out to Vince and I said, you know what? I'm still really pissed off, but honestly, I told you from the beginning. I said, if either you, I don't care if one of us win. I want either me or you to win. You know what I mean? Because I think his story touched me. He said he did something like this before and he never won. So I told him that I you know, if I can help him get there, I would. Like, I don't really, I didn't care, you know. But I just wish he did. I just wish he didn't do the way he did it. I felt like it could have been, But I'm glad he won, and his speech was better too.
It was because Jenna didn't own up to anything, and she could have won.
Like,
Jenna could have. Jenna could have won.
Yep.
She's like, she didn't own anything, and if she did, y'all remember in the jury talk, we all did a little thing. We all were like, Jenna could win this, like literally.
Yeah, she can, because she played the middle so well. Like, you know, she was she played it so well. You know what I mean? And everyone wanted to grab her because they thought, like, yeah, we can use her for our number, but not realizing her master plan. But if she
had
like
a master plan.
She did that, and I did this because I had to get where I am. Then I would have been perfect. Yes, girl, do your thing. But she didn't. She was crying and then got all upset. And I'm like, girl,
she was mad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she lost that. It was hers to win.
It was hers to win. Yep.
Yeah.
She definitely could have won.
It was.
So, Lataya, I got to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
While we were filming, I don't know, Terrell, do you remember?
What?
Another member of the Blu-ray Tuesday crew was pretty interested in Lataya.
Oh, God.
And I'm curious if he had actually slid into your DMs.
Oh, yeah, I told her a little bit.
Our videographer,
the guy who records my show, he saw you and he was just infatuated with you, honey. And he had to follow you. Did he message you at all?
I think it's the, I think I know what you're talking about. That I think it's Jay something.
Just
I don't know. He has like a Batman thing going on.
That's him. Yep. He corny as hell, ain't he?
No, but like we were following each other. I'm like, oh, it's someone that Terrell knows, and I love Terrell, so I was like, whoever Terrell knows, I don't care.
Yeah,
every time
cool,
we recorded,
but he was like, "Oh, is a Tay on there?" He did. It was So he was sad when you got cut.
Yeah,
it was fun though. Would you? Okay,
so
next question.
Was.
Would you do it again if you got called back for All Stars? Would you do it again?
Terrell, if you're on there, I'll do it again. Honestly,
hey,
but I don't know. I don't know if I will do it by myself because now he's only doing what, like the mini series. I don't have time for it to sit down. Yeah, like
for
that
8
was a
hours.
whole
That
night
shit was
thing.
hella long.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
y'all
do
could have
that.
cut me because that was way too long. Because that was, yeah, people were like tired, falling asleep. They didn't know who they were voting for. Like, oh, that's the person. Okay. I was like, wow. I watched it though. It took me like 3 days to watch it, but I got through it. That was a solid mini.
You were primed for it. If remember, you were doing a lot of live streams at the time with Blue
I get
Tubers.
you. I did with Blue Tubers. We did those lasted 3 hours, so not 7 hours.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
wasn't that long. Even our it was really long too. Like I was
Yeah.
getting tired, and
Yeah.
yo, I
The
get
time
tired. I like my
differences.
sleep.
Me too. That must be a Virgo thing. We love our sleep. Period. Yes.
So I was like, I'm trying. I was going to school while this show was happening too. So it's kind of like
Oh, I
we
remember
would finish
that.
at like 12 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to get up. I have to be at my placement for like 8 o'clock, painting a
Yeah.
retirement house. So I was like, this I can't. My teacher or professor, he was like, you need
Yeah.
to get off the show. Like you're not
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah, 'cause it was a
I'm
lot.
sitting
I
on
remember.
ladders.
Yeah, and they would call
Yeah,
you like in the
so-
morning for those little to pick up those phone calls and to put the little
Yeah.
mystery messages. I never did any
Yeah.
because I was scared it was gonna backfire and come towards me. But now I wish I put some fucking messages in there. But I didn't do any of
Oh
that.
no, I did. I put a message for Justin. I said, what did I say? I said, don't trust Justin or something.
Yeah, yeah, I
Or
didn't trust him at
something.
all because
And then the Rachel one was me. I didn't like Connor. I was like, maybe we should throw down something about Rachel. And then
yeah,
Connor wrote the whole message about Rachel thing. And then, but Ryan were like, yeah, maybe say it, but don't be so mean. Or like, I don't know. We like had a
Yeah.
whole discussion, but
it's
that's it.
because she won that first paymaster. She was already like
Yeah.
scared. Yeah, she was a
Yeah.
trip too. Yeah, I'm glad we got her out too. But anyways, what's next for you, Lataya? Like, what you got going on? What's like any
So
new
what's
videos
next?
you're thinking of doing? Because you be talking to some crush you got in prison. What is that about, girl? Before we get on,
Oh,
hold on. Before we end this, I just gotta ask, girl. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there's this guy that I used
Ooh.
to like,
Hair
we went
flip.
like,
Yes.
no, because it was no, I thought he was gonna be my baby daddy. I said in the video, I thought
Hey.
we were gonna have kids and everything. Like this was like my high school crush. But like, we
Aw.
both liked each other. It wasn't like I just liked him. Like he liked me.
Yeah.
Like it was a
Feelings
whole
were
thing
mutual.
going on. Like we both made each other nervous. It was a whole thing. But
And
then
he in jail. What he
what
about that
happened?
thug life? What the Canada thug
Yeah,
life look like?
he was talking about he was talking to people because basically the whole story is like there's a guy that basically kind of he's like the middleman because now
Yeah.
he's in jail, right?
Yeah.
The middleman dude, well, we were 14. The man was 19. I'm like, how are you talking to a 19-year-old and
Oh.
we're only 14? Like, and
Oh
who
my
knows what he
God.
was involved with, right?
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was already
yeah.
like he was already like a bad boy, whatever, low rided. I was all into that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but we didn't really have the best thing in high school, so we were like it was like a premature thing,
Mhm.
and then we would like ask each other like stuff like if we had like tests in class, we'd be like, oh, what
Yeah.
did you get? Da, da, da. So one
Aw.
time I
High
tapped
school
him. I
love.
said, yeah, I tapped him. I'm like, hey, like, what did you get on your test? Because we just finished the test, and I guess that day he wasn't like good, and I picked up the vibe. But I'm like, maybe if I talk to him, I'll make it better. I don't know. And then
Yeah.
he screamed at me like a psychopath. He was like, yeah. He turned around. He's like, don't fucking touch me. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
my God.
Damn.
Oh my God. It's giving
Well, okay. I won't.
bipolar.
My petty ass, I won't talk to you the whole high school term,
What,
and he
that
got
turned you
pissed
on?
off.
What'd you say?
No,
Oh.
no,
I thought you said that turned her on. Sorry.
no,
You went out.
it turned me off. I was like,
Oh,
no.
got it.
I was like, no. I'm petty, so I'm not gonna talk to
Yeah.
you the whole term. So I didn't talk to
Period.
him because I'm like,
Mhm.
you obviously are going through something, and I don't know what it
You
is.
don't want. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was bad. So then he like bullied me. Like it was a whole thing. He got his friends to like tease me like badly and like
That's where
mad.
the movie
I
came
know, they
from.
jumped you.
This sounds
Yeah.
like the short film in the alleyway, girl.
It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. It was like that was another thing. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, but then basically, it was a whole thing, and I left that school because I'm like, I'm not doing this. I can't be around like you
Wow.
guys or whatever, right? And then
Yeah.
so then after like years later, I was dealing with this other guy, and then like briefly, and then
Yeah.
I kind of deal with him because I wanted to see what was happening with the other guy. the one that's in jail right
trying
now.
to make him
I
jump?
wanted to
Okay.
see. I was
Let's
doing
see what
my
happened.
investigation,
Ooh, look at
so I was
that.
talking to people from
Virgo.
my
Oh
We
my
detectives, girl. We'll get to the bottom of it.
I wanted,
Period.
yeah. So this other guy didn't really. He was like his best friend, but he wasn't giving me no details.
Ooh.
He was, and then the other guy I talked to, he actually, yeah, no, the man, he's locked up. I'm like, locked up, like in jail. He's like, yeah. So then I did more investigations. I found his I found some Instagram page that I thought was his, but I guess it was a middleman using his page. And then I was talking to him. I'm like, hey, is this da da da? And then he was like, oh, why? How do you know this person? I'm like, oh, because we used to go to high school together. And then after he connected us, and then I started writing him letters. And I was like, okay, because I'm like, I know it's been a while. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like I was one whole video because I got he connected us. I then me and him had a phone call. So me and him were talking about like whatever, and then he's like, yeah, just send me your just send me letters. Da, da, da. And I'm like, okay, cool. Wrote him some letters. He sent some back to me, and it was a whole thing. And but like, yeah, then it got weird because then he like sent my number to some girl that he was talking to.
What?
In prison, yeah, like he has like some of his connects outside of prison too, and the whole beef thing happened. Like it's a whole thing that I did not want to be a part of, and I'm like, I'm sending you guys like because
So you're done with the letters with this man?
Yeah, I stopped writing and like that was like a whole like all the letters I read on that video in those 3 parts were like all the letters I got because this whole drama thing happened because I was gonna like see if I can like at least have a video call with him to see how he looks because the last time I saw him was when we were 14. I don't know how he's looking now, right? I was curious. I wanted to know, like, damn, he looked fine back then. He looked fine now.
You might
like,
not now.
I know.
You might be tattoos. You might get scared, girl. You'll get spooked.
Like, I've been going to the gym, but obviously, if he has these like hoochie mamas, I guess.
Is he still? Yeah, he got hoochie mamas. You don't want that. So is he getting out anytime soon, or did he kill somebody? Why he in jail?
He is. Well,
if you can't say it, then don't say it. It's okay.
Well, I don't think it mattered. I don't know. But like he's in jail. Basically, when I read up his charges, like he's in there because it was kind of I think it was like a second degree thing. Like it was kind of like a spontaneous. Like they didn't want it. Like he didn't plan it, but I don't know. It's like the person just ended up dying after. So
damn, he
too bad.
Oh no.
So I was like,
so
damn.
It wasn't premeditated.
He locked up and he ain't gonna get out. What's that song go? Akon?
You're looking at me?
Anyways, hey! Won't let me out. Yeah, that song.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's gonna. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe he has good lawyers. Who knows? You know, maybe I don't know. It's sad on both parts. Sad for the person, obviously, that passed away. Sad because people lost their lives in different ways. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he was in there since we were 20. So now I'm 26. So.
Yeah.
You're not sending him money though, right?
No, I've never. No.
Okay. He got the hoochie mamas for that. Don't send him
Bible verses. I sent him crossword puzzles. Like I was like sending things to do because I was like, you know. Well, maybe if it was like if he was a better vibe, maybe I would send him like you know like little first commissary or whatever. But I never. It was in the beginning stages, and after all that drama he caused, I was like, I'm not for this. Like I don't need this.
No. You could have been hooking him up with them premium cup of noodles. You could have been doing it.
You know.
Now you got to eat slop. So slop. I don't know.
You get a ladle of slop or a cup of noodles.
But this has been fun, girl. I am glad you joined us for this Footage Foreplay.
So fun. I had so much fun, guys.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm glad you got to talk to us. You talk about reality TV. Anything else? Anything you want to plug before we exit out of this?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, just my YouTube channel, guys. Smith Bay. I'm back on promoting, like, I'm not promoting, posting more consistently. So definitely guys check that out. My Instagram, I post little snippets here and there. I do like background work, like I'm an extra background actor. I don't know what you guys call it up in the site, but we do that sometimes, and that's fun. And sometimes I show a little bit of light of that stuff. But yeah, just basically my YouTube, follow up. I have a Facebook page. So I made a Facebook page for all like creators. So if you guys want to like follow that as well, that's great.
Oh, I gotta follow that.
Then we can all like put, you know, you guys can plug whatever stuff that you like going on I don't know. I can't talk, guys.
Oh, no, good. No, it's cool.
In
No,
your
yeah, I'm
life,
gonna look at that.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically whatever you're doing, if it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever, you can plug your videos, and it's like a
Okay.
whole community I'm starting there. But yeah, I'm just
Nice.
basically just doing that, and trying to be an entrepreneur and figure out
Yes.
more stuff that I gotta do to make that dough. So
I can't wait
yeah.
to see you on Farmer Wants a Wife 2, season 2. But no, we're going to do a video together. And 3. Oh,
Yeah.
3. I didn't know there was.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
Taya.
Lataya, you got to make a found footage short.
Yes.
At least do that,
Oh.
and then
we
when
can
you
show
come
it
out,
at the
yeah.
fest. Yep.
Yes,
Because you've been doing those short
okay.
films. Do a found footage one with the camera. Like girls running in the woods, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'll make it for sure. I would, because
That'd be
basically
great.
I'm trying to work
Yeah,
on
do
some
that for
short
sure.
films. Like I want to get back into that, doing that. So
Yeah, give me the short. Send it in. We'll show it.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, love your girl.
Yeah.
We gonna
All
talk
right,
later.
guys.
I'll see you
Okay.
Yeah,
next
it
time.
was great talking to you,
Yes.
Lataya.
Yes.
It was-
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.